Okay. So we just finished up reacting to the new MGK video, which if you guys haven't seen, I will link it as the next video here. This song literally came out 2 hours ago. Now, this has actually been one of my favorite rappers for the last couple of years. I wouldn't say he's the best, but I will say he's definitely one of the more open-minded rappers out there. He raps about actual issues, things going on in the world, and kind of, puts himself out there in a sense. Now, a lot of people do not like him, but it's something, you know? Tom MacDonald once had a dispute with another rapper. Honestly, didn't even know about it. That's the thing. Didn't even know about it until just recently. And to be honest, I don't think it really mattered all that much. And the only reason I bring it up is because the guy comes from fighting for what he wanted. He's independent. You know, he doesn't have a record label. He wanted to sign these kind of things, but he never did because it just wasn't viable for him, you know? So this is a new song from him called The Machine. I have no idea what to expect. I actually haven't checked out a lot of his newer stuff recently, so kind of excited to see where this goes, you know? But enough talking. Let's get to the video.
I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. Why the hell can't I just be American without getting political? The system gon' suppress us all, they don't care about the cost. How's this a democracy when we got communists in charge? Cancel culture Nazis, all they're missing is the swastikas. Honestly, this is a psychological holocaust. Pumping propaganda through the screen and straight into your brain. You ain't on a plantation, but you definitely still a slave. Race theory is indoctrinating children. Tell blacks they're disadvantaged, tell whites they got white privilege. What a brilliant way to reinforce division. If whites believe they have it easy, they will never help you fight the system.
Holy shit. No offense to Tom, but this is a lot of shit flying at me all at once. And I can't tell whether that's a good or a bad thing. But, I mean, so far, I agree with everything he said so far. I don't see myself as a Republican or Democrat or Libertarian or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I see myself as a independent thinker when it comes to that stuff. It's the whole reason why I don't vote for either party. And as someone who's going to vote for the very first time in the main electoral the main election, I'm voting independent. I don't want Trump or Biden or any of the other people because there really is nobody else other than the independent parties that have been coming up. So, and that has been my thing for a while, but we won't get into that. Enough talking. Let's get back to it.
And now they burning books in untraditional ways. They just traded newspapers for the digital age. Now the facts can be deleted with no physical flames. They just change the information and the truth gets erased.
Yep.
They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid. I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. Progressive and traditional are hitmen hired to kill the individual. They label people red or blue, divide us, they don't ever help. They want you thinking left or right, so you ain't thinking for yourself. Go ahead and vote, cause both the parties are the same side. Two teams, one coach, controlled by the same guys. Left wing, right wing, both help the same bird fly. Brainwashing everybody at the same time. The internet was once a place that we could get our facts from. Now it's been monopolized, it's Google or it's Amazon. Who fact checking the fact checkers? I can answer that one. The people who control the narratives through the platforms. Let me break this down for you, simple as I can, Kate. They use social conditioning to put you in the rat race. It doesn't matter if you're first or third or if you're last place, you're still a rat, and they're the cats who kill you so you can't escape.
I just realized he's fucking swole. Like, he's actually kind of big these days. Like, I remember him from, like, years ago. He was kind of a skinny white boy. Nowadays, he's actually kind of fit and, like, kind of looks like he kicked my ass. So, he's got that for sure. But so far, I kind of agree with them with everything. Like, left and right really doesn't matter. Like, the way I see this shit going is that eventually the parties will get reformed or they will be disbanded altogether at some point in the future. I don't think that they will, because in my age, in my generation, people really don't care for either. They just vote for who they think is best. And with more and more independent parties kind of starting to show up and have more and more support, it's possible that those parties will fully reform and we'll have something entirely different, but it may take quite a few years for that to happen. 20, 30, maybe even 40 years, but who knows?
They keep screaming to wake up, but they're
I do like the chorus a lot.
We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid. I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. I am just a man who knows they're scared of a nation that's thinking critical. They kill us or they lock us up for nothing like we're criminals. Divide us because they know that unified we are invincible. Questioning the government's agenda is controversial, but promoting guns and liquor in our music is commercial. They're confusing us with pronouns they made up to make us triggered. You can call me what you want, but just don't call me late for dinner. School teaches you to learn and never teaches you to think. So you absorb misinformation, then you practice what they preach.
Yep.
You ain't free, can't you see that's how they want you to act? That's called conforming to the norm, you don't need freedom for that. I'm not Republican or liberal or left-wing or right-leaning. I took the red pills because that's who's fighting for my freedoms. And you don't need to choose to be accepted. They both fake teams. Evil runs the world now like hell ain't got no vacancy. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all
Damn.
not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid.
That was one hell of a line to throw out there. Evil is running this like hell. I don't know exactly what he said, but like hell has a vacancy. Like, that's kind of fucking ridiculous, but at the same time, I'm having a hard time disagreeing. Like, it almost seems like every day there's something to hinder us from living, just living. Like, that's all it is. And I'm not trying to get political because I honestly hate it. I hate being political. But he brings up great points. Here's my challenge for you guys as my community that we've slowly built over the last year. Find a way to disagree with him. Look at the points that he makes in the song. Find a way to disagree with them or find arguing claims. Back it up with evidence. Do your due diligence, That's what I grew up to do. Research things before you do them, That's why, I researched vaping before I started vaping. My dad hated the fact that I started vaping. And he's like, did you, look into this and how many people it's killed? I'm like, yes, Dad, but there's certain information that you have wrong. And here's why. And I showed him the evidence, and he said, well, he's like, I don't like that you do it, but I can't stop you. You're an adult. I'd rather you not. And I'm like, Dad, I wouldn't want to do it either. I don't want to do this. But because of the small decision I decided to make without the research, it led me here. And so this is where I'm at now. And he said, okay. He's like, I trust you and I respect you. I said, okay. And so he's kind of making the decision. So, but I will say, the chorus was a great chorus for a rap song for sure. He's still a rapper. Like, he raps with so much passion and aggression. It's so good, As much as he has become more and more of this truth machine, he's still a musician. He's still an artist. And so, in that respect, it's a great piece of work. It's amazing. But at the same time, to be honest, I'm not going to put this on my playlist. To be honest, it's not going to sound great on the first date because then I'm going to sound like I'm a truth seeker, or it's going to make me look awkward, But to be honest, it's still good. It's still great. I like it, but I'm not going to put it on a playlist. That's the unfortunate part. He's got other songs I'll put on a playlist, though. He's got plenty, you know? But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see more, feel free to check out the link up there in the corner. Or feel free to drop down below, look at that subscribe button, study it carefully, then click it because you know you want more music. So, but as always, thank you guys for watching and rock on. Goodbye.